Hello there and welcome back to War Thunder. Today I want to present you the Type 140/141. That's a complicated name, so what else is there? Well, it's called Jaguar, as you pronounce it in German. For all of you that are from America or Britain in particular, it's called the Jag. Yeah.
And it's okay because he's got a Jag.
The Jag. And I really like this thing. First of all, it looks just brilliant. I love how the bow looks, how just the flush deck is there, and how the bridge looks like on a I don't know how to say it. It looks really cool. Then I like the weaponry. First of all, 4 torpedoes, and they are not bad at all. First of all, they're pretty fast, 81 kilometers an hour, 6 kilometer travel distance. That's way enough for a PT versus PT fight, or in a knife fight the speed is more important than the excessive range. And 300 kilogram heavy TNT warhead is everything that you need, and you can hit everything because you have a depth stroke of 0.5 meters and you have 4 of them, so you can spread them out in a pattern and catch the enemy off guard. But that's not all, because the actual convincing part are the 2 single 40mm mountings, which are 40mm MEL58 mountings with enough ammunition to fight numerous battles. The ship has no armor except here some HE protection, rolled homogeneous armor of under 10 millimeters, and yeah, they are pretty. I get rarely hit here, they get rarely taken out. You might see the crew here, but the shells will go through right through them without causing any significant damage. The ship is fast, the turrets just pump out a lot of DPM, a lot of Docker, fast turret rotation speed, and no reload, very long time till they overheat. They have a perfect stock belt of 50-50 ratio of AP and HE, so you do superficial damage, but you also can penetrate deep through the bow into the other sections of a patrol boat, and also destroyers which you can take on, especially the lower tier ones. Not so much the higher tiers, because you just have to pump in way too much ammunition and it's not that easy to ammo rack them. But in theory you can do them, and for defending the patrol boat areas you can use the islands, retreat and just shoot the torpedoes into one direction where you then retreat. Torpedo goes straight, destroyer comes around the corner, kablam. And this is what I really like about the ship. It's elegant, it's not overpowered, yet it is fun. It can take some hits without instantly exploding like an LS patrol boat, reserve boat, but it's just right where I want it. It's right in the sweet spot. You can defend versus aircraft, you can, well, kill any opponent that there is. Some of them take more effort than others, but you must not get hit, or must not get hit repeatedly, to survive long enough to make your mark on the outcome of a battle. So this is what I like about the ship. It looks good, it performs well, it's not overpowered, it's not stupid in any way, shape or form, and again it reflects the power of the 40mm. And this ship is like the adult version, the good version of the LCS. The LCS is overall really stupid, and it just can't fight really properly head-on patrol boats, whereas this one can also engage cruisers and destroyers with the torpedoes. So it's a bit more versatile, it's also a bit faster, and especially when this one gets fully upgraded, I expect good things from it. It's absolutely stupid to go through every single vessel with this stock grind. I just hate getting the toolset and the fire protection system. That it's just so brain dead. It's just so brain dead. You cannot imagine how much I hate it. And this is a bad sign for when this thing gets completely released, the entire Navy section of War Thunder. So that's my opinion. Now, without further ado, let's hop into some battles and let's see what this thing can actually do. So I might have said that this thing can actually fight a destroyer. Let's see how this goes. Now, this is not one of those premium destroyers or the bigger destroyers. This is actually the Type 1939 with the 4 105mm guns, and I don't really think that this is a particularly great ship. Now you can see I have here a few issues finding the range, but now I'm just slicing here through the various different sections, and my goal is not to ammo-rack this thing, but in fact to kill all the crew. Now he hits me, he is setting me on fire, 2 of my engines are out. Now I have to re-range find sooner or later, and it's not that easy. And if it would be closer range, if it would completely broadside on, it would be easier. 18% crew, I still have half my crew, and there you can see how difficult it is if you don't have autocannons yourself in such a fight. And there he goes. And then there is another patrol boat. Hello there, little fella, and goodbye, little fella. So now we have the issue, I can't extinguish the fire, I can't repair, and I'm bound to burn down. And this is really, again, the part of the stock run that really sucks, together with the map design that immediately forces you to rush into the combat. And I don't particularly like this. This is something that Gaijin still has to address. It's nothing particularly wrong with the ship itself, except that after a certain time it just burns down, and the Destroyer 1924 version, sorry about this, actually got the kill. The next battle is a bit more encouraging in terms of results, and it's a direct fight around the capture point. Stupid range finding nonsense, because I just fired like in the air trying to shoot down some KGB satellites or whatnot with 30mm. Yeah, they are both us, but they're not that strong, are they? And yeah, he just respawns, and I immediately could shoot him. Again, an issue with the map design. It's too close, cramped together. It's not really in any way, shape or form reflecting the necessity for skill. It's just who's the most trigger happy here. And then we can see again, we just harvest here through the modules. We can crack up the gun systems, kill the bridge, and that is, well, a big ship broken. And here we have another candidate, and you can shoot straight through the bow and still hit the crew in the inner parts of the ship. And there is another one. Hello there. Again, we shoot through the bow. Armor piercing shells are the greatest, and those are what, 4 quick kills? Double strike, triple strike, quadruple strike, or multi-strike times 4, as it is politically correct. Yeah. And I'm not really damaged, I just simply didn't have the time. I think this is not how map design should work. There is now some gunfighting going on. I received some further fire. And again, I was busy shooting down KGB satellites. This guy was just spawning. You know, after his spawn protection run out, the shells were already in the air that killed him. Like, this is... But for the matter of which we are forced to play in by Gaijin's awesome map design department, you see, this is what it's like. Now, here I have a big problem, because I could actually defeat here Destroyer with gunfire. I have enough ammunition in the, what do you call them, belts? So it just goes out of the way, and you don't have the problems of reloading, you don't have the problems of overheat, you don't need to empty a magazine and wait through a very long reload that's just crippling. You just can, you know, do the gunship thing, you just can have fun. It's a straightforward firefight. And there you can see, with just a few good hits with a rock in the way, where you just can't really hit here for some sort of modules, we could actually damage here this other destroyer. And here we have another destroyer fight, and he's not aware of us. And let's just see how quickly we are with the Daka Daka. We are range finding, and the shells already hit home, and we are reaching deep into the ship, even through the bow. We tried to take out here the gun system. Now it's yellow, and now I consider it to be taken out. Now it's black, yeah. And he turns. That's the worst thing that you can do, because now I can reach the parts of the ships that are not damaged, and I'm just, well, sawing through this entire destroyer. This was now a Type 1939, and I took barely any damage. Well, one of my torpedo tubes is knocked out. I lost a bit of crew. The bow section is black, but well, okay. And if you go bow in with this ship, it's just so difficult to hit the gun system in the front because it's a rather small target. You have to aim upwards. You don't have this direct aim that you need to have in order to make such shots, especially with 20 millimeters up until the point that you reach that aim. You just have no aim. You just don't have the time to reload the 20 millimeter magazines and do any sort of significant damage. So again, 40 millimeters seem to be one of the best, if not the best weapon system for patrol boats that are actually patrol boats, nothing like the Soviet PR-159. That is somewhere in between an actual functional destroyer and, well, patrol boat. But still you can gun it down because the turrets on the PR-159 are actually huge and way easier to hit. And is that an LCS? No, that's not an LCS. Well, let's find out what it is after we have killed him. Now you can see at this range I have a few problems range finding it, and we just have to adjust the aim. Now there we are, it's down to 23%, 8, and there is the kill on the MPK PR 122A, and there is a destroyer. Now here is the problem, that he is already behind the rock. Now we hit him and we actually kill a bit of crew from 67%. We hit some of the superficial parts. Is it again? No, that's now the one with the 128 millimeter guns. And he's down to 55%. If I wouldn't hit the damn mountain and I could have the lead, we would kill much more, 45%. And now I got hit pretty hard. Now, please watch my speed because I lost now 1 out of 4 engines. Hello there, little gun foods, or target practice. Yeah, normal patrol boats with 20 millimeters, they're nothing but gun food, target practice, whatever you want to call it. Those 40 millimeters just have superior trajectories and damage output. You just have all the taka that you need. Easy ace like that. Even destroyers are not a problem. And I didn't even went through one reload, I guess. I'm not quite sure. Well, I reloaded once, yeah, but I didn't barely notice, so I cut it out. That was another part. I would have gunned down this guy. I can promise you. Just aim for the 3 top parts and that's it. So let's have a quick look at the results. I just played this match, so I'm eager to show you. And for 5 kills, we got 31,000 silver lines and a bunch of awards, amongst them also the Survivor Award. So that's a nice battle here for me. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this rather quick video. Give it a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other on the battlefields, in the skies, and on the waves of War Thunder.